tonight, dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the power forward. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Jones. Robert Covington out there with Little. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Lillard in at the point.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Barton with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And it's Murray with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, Damian Lillard just working them over right now. One of the smaller guards in the league, but darts around so well to make plays.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here's Barton following the score by Damian Lillard. Outside for Murray. Clock at 6. That one no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Little with the ball. Now guarded by Porter.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the serve.
Porter, no luck. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jokic finds Murray. Porter with it. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And out of the pick and roll, Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
Lillard against Murray. Kicks it out to Covington. There's the pass to Jones. Here's Lillard. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard looking around. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Barton kicks to Murray. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
Now here's McCollum. To the paint. Here's Cantor. And yes, it's good.
Good combination of power and finesse by Cantor. Helps him finish strong through contact.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Campazzo. And the layup's good off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Anthony after the Nuggets pick up 2. The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throw.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
Now here's Gordon. No points in the game yet for him. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Stolen by Cantor. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Felt like the whole team knew they were going to get out into transition. And Melo takes full advantage.
Murray against Powell. 36 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 5 to shoot. Picked his pocket. Here's McCollum. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
Murray right side. Green dishes to Gordon. Back to Green. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Throws it up high.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then C.J. getting slick.
That one misses. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
when I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Paul Millsap. He's out there with JaVale McGee. Gordon out there with Jamal Murray. Passes to Gordon. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And then for Denver, Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Will Barton in for Murray. Pass to Jokic over Giles. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jokic.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot. You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Bombs it up for Cantor. And it's sent back by Jokic. Porter kicks to Jokic. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table. and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
So it's Denver now. Portland making their last shot. The Nuggets with another miss. Powell, the pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Cantor. Outside Anthony. Pass to Giles. McCollum dishes to Powell. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded close. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Campazzo. He's guarded by McCollum. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Green, he's checked in for Denver. And he makes both free throws. For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Martin surveying the floor. Campazzo defended by Jones. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6. That one goes. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Kicks it to Porter. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Lillard, count it. Lillard's got 10.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 6.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Jones kicks to Lillard. And Portland again with the bucket.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the... Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 12 points and 1 assist. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Little. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Lillard against Murray. No good there.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Jokic passes to Gordon. It's stolen by Jones. At the elbow, it's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Barton finds Gordon. Passes it to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. They get it again. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
And not wasting any time here. Kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Nobody near Lillard. Lillard again missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
For the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Little. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And then for Denver, JaVale McGee comes in for Jokic. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Michael Porter. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
And here's McCollum for 3. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. Good work defensively by Millsap.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Murray surveying the D. Here's Gordon. He feeds it to McGee. Back to Gordon. Millsap left side. The rebound by Giles. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Cantor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The strength and skill level of Cantor just too much to handle there.
First trip to the line for him here.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
The Nuggets trail. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Campazzo, guarded by Powell, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Right side Millsap. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. McCollum against Murray. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Norman Powell. And Denver also making a switch. Barton is checked in. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So for the Trailblazers, Giles checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for Fernie Simons. Clark kicks to McGee. Back to Clark. Just 5 to shoot. Millsap trying to get open. Pass to Dozier. Clark with it. Campazzo. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Back to Clark. 20 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Inside, here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 10.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 5 and will return shortly. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. It's a 5-point game, and Denver will start the 4th quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Porter at the 3, the small forward. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, that's an exclamation point right there. Lillard is a natural-born finisher.
Jokic finds Porter. Back to Jokic. Pass to Barton. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
All night long, he's just been on it. He's feeling it, and Lillard will start to call his own number in some of these sets.
Murray dishes to Porter. Now the pass to Jokic. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Feeds it to Millsap. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot. Jokic kicks to Murray. Porter passes to Millsap. And here's Barton. Goes back up. Jokic trying to free himself up. Barton, no luck.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
To the inside, Nurkic, and finish off by Nurkic.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Campazzo, defended by Jones. Trailblazers leading by 9. Nurkic kicks to Jones. 3-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Nuggets. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
Well, you have to think if Jokic is that good a passer, his mind is always working. Why not work it to get contact like that?
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Murray's checked in. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Down low. Kanter kicks to Lillard. The Nuggets trail by 6. And it's Murray penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
The Trailblazers shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Here's Lillard. Kanter, and Kanter able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard outside. Makes it off the glass. And now an 8-point Portland lead.
Big time drive from Lillard, and the contact. He has the mindset just to slough it off.
Murray against Lillard. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And there's the feed to Millsap. Jokic kicks to Murray. Shoots over Lillard. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Gordon's checked in for Denver. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard outside. To the middle. Here's Cantor. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Damian Lillard.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Portland moving the ball around. Lillard from outside. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Little. Intercepted.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Lillard outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in its shooting guard. And for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Little, and it's Lillard in at the point guard. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Lillard surveying the D. No good on the three. And it's the Clippers' ball. And George, here we go. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Portland on defense. And Leonard has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And George, here we go. Batum pushes to George. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Outside Jackson. Here's the floater. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives him an edge against physical defense, potential and one.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard outside. Nurkic with it. George picks him up. And now the Clippers on the break. And it's Leonard with the jam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Lillard attacking.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
George passes to Zubac. Outside for Batum. Back to George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Lillard against Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Cantor checked in for Portland. Collum comes in for Derek Jones. And then for Los Angeles, Patterson, he's checked in for Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Lillard against Rondo. To the paint, here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
A three-pointer is right on target.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back. There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And the veteran just reading the situation. Cantor will take advantage of the openings if you give him.
Rondo kicks to Zubac. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Little. And it's Powell in for Damian Lillard. Here's McCollum. Paul George making his last shot. The pass to Giles. To the inside. Powell kicks to Giles. On the clock. Powell. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Los Angeles leading by 9. George looking around. Passes it to Patterson. And Leonard has it in the corner. Yep, that one goes in there. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Giles. To the middle. Here's McCollum. Back to Giles. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Here's Leonard. 7 points in the game. That one drops for him. 9 points in the game so far.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He finishes with... And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still...
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after me.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Batum. He's out there with Marcus Morris. Kennard is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Man in at the 1 spot. Fires, high post. That one off the back iron and out.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Jackson, that's good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
McCollum outside. Stolen. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
Here's McCollum. A putback, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his second basket.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. The shot will not fall. And it's Portland the other way. McCollum dishes to Anthony. It's stolen by Morris. Kennard against Powell. Back to Kennard. Shot clock at 5. Feeds it to Morris. That's tipped. Trailblazers trail by 13. Pass to McCollum. Launches it. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. Now here's McCollum after the miss from Reggie Jackson, and they pick up 2.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Jackson looking around. Now here's Batum, guarded closely. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McCollum outside. And Giles now top of the key. Back to McCollum. Stolen by Jackson. And they're running. Here's Mann. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Jackson, great anticipation on the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
Now McCollum, he has 7. There's the pass to Giles. Poke loose. Back to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Cantor. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 12. Jackson with it. Now Anthony defending. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Nobody near Lillard. Offline with his 3.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3 so far. Now, so explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Lillard from outside. The shot off that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rondo passes to Leonard. Wide open look. Here's Zubac. Here's Patterson. From outside, off the mark. And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Outside, George. Oh, he got it to go!
I can't believe it.
That's a miracle.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 11 points. And that'll do it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
You've got Little. Derrick Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Yep, it counts. Zubac has got 8 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lillard outside. Pass to Jones. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And it's Batum with the ball. bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 14-point game. Inside. Zubac's the pass to Batum. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. And for Portland, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Lillard with it. Whoa, hammering it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
From deep, George. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Covington, and it's blocked. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Simons, he's checked in for Jones. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Rondo against Lillard. Zubac. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 12. Simons, the pass to Lillard. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jones checked in for Portland. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. He continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Lillard from deep three-point land. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Leonard. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Back to Batum. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Batum's got his first bucket of the night.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And an intentional foul right there. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Outside Jackson. Outside for George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. And here is Powell. Now here's McCollum, and he banks in the layup. McCollum's got 9 points.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by McCollum. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Pass to Powell. Here's Cantor. Second shot opportunity. Out to Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. McCollum finds Cantor. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Jackson passes to Leonard. Count the basket. 13 points in the game.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
McCollum outside. For the 3. It doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Down low, here's George. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Powell against Batum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
The nuances that Kawhi has added to his game. That time, the little up fake.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Just 4 seconds left in the third. From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Patrick Patterson. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the 2 spot. That's a 2 from Kennard. Rondo with the ball. He's picked up by Little. Morris with the bucket. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Rondo passes to Oturu. Pulls up. Again, Los Angeles.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lillard outside. Good on the triple.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
Rondo looking over the floor. Morris kicks to Kennard. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's the dish to Lillard. Here's Little. Kicks it out to Lillard. Morris against Nurkic. Rondo with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Zubac, and now we've got the intentional foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And he commits the intentional foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. George against McCollum. Jackson has the open look. No good on the 3.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Jackson up top, covered by Lillard. McCollum passes to Lillard. The fadeaway. Here's Covington, stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And Leonard gets it to go.
A multi-talented scorer with range. You want to get Leonard as many touches as possible.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Portland no good that time either. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Zubac's in the post. Covington's there. Batum with the three. Shot clock at 6. Zubac kicks to Batum. The Clippers need to get off a shot. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside Jackson. There's the triple. And it's Portland with the rebound.
He clearly wants to try and close this game out strong, but your deep range isn't there. You just can't keep forcing it.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. George passes to Leonard. Here's George. From deep. Kicks it out to Leonard. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Jones. And it's Little in at the 3. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish. Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Porzingis kicking it over. 6 to shoot. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Covington. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Doncic finds Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Passes to Finney Smith. And he gets the bucket.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Lillard, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Sinks the three-pointer. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And the shot goes in. Lillard's got his second bucket. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Powell, he's jacked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Powell, great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
McCollum against Doncic. And here's McCollum. Pass to Powell. Now Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with the scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves it.
Richardson outside. Doncic feeling it out. Back to Richardson. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Melly is checked in for Dwight Powell. Trey Burke comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more. I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
For Dallas, they have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Now here's McCollum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He feeds it to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Now here's Brunson. Outside, Porzingis. Inside. Taken away by Anthony. It's all tied in Portland. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Dwight Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Redick in at the 2-guard. A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Little, and Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. Redick with the bucket. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers, and J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. McCollum against Doncic. Good on the bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Now here's Porzingis. He has 5. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Doncic against McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Kleba. Here's Finney Smith, covered by Anthony. Taken away by Anthony. It's McCollum with the drive. Kicks to Powell. The pass to Giles. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Richardson. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. For Portland, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And the basket by McCollum.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Mavericks trail by 4. Outside, Redick. He kicks to Richardson. Passes it to Marjanovic. Oh, that was something else.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Out to Anthony. He dishes it to Cantor. Powell, the pass to McCollum. 5 to shoot. over Brunson. Cantor trying to free himself up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Giles has got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Dallas making a switch here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Josh Richardson.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
That's about as high percentage a look as you're going to get running the floor beautifully.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Doncic outside. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Doncic, no good. Jones tries in, and the layup falls. Now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. And here are the Mavericks now. The Blazers getting the bucket. Burke, the pass to Hardaway. Misses the 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
Burke looking over the floor. Pass to Cauley-Stein. The 3 for Doncic. Cauley-Stein kicks to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Burke dishes to Cauley-Stein. Only one man back on D. And the dunk by Covington.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Covington with the steal. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 12 points, and he doesn't get talked about that. That's all for now.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Little out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Here's Hardaway. The Blazers getting the bucket. Outside, Redick. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. It's good. Portland leading by 9. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Dallas on defense. To the inside. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Doncic outside. It's to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Simons, he's checked in for Derek Jones.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Feeds it to Nurkic. No good there. Nice D from Porzingis. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And they go to the intentional foul. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. From deep, Richardson. Portland grabs the miss.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Jones. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers. Doncic against Jones. And it's Doncic missing. And it's Jones with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
So it's the Mavericks now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. They've got a can't-miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard. Kicks it out to Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so here is Dallas, following the score by Damian Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Giles. Kicks it out to McCollum. To the paint. And it's Giles missing.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Outside for Redick. Inside, Powell with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break. McCollum's got 10 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Brunson against McCollum. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
Redick passes to Brunson. Here's Porzingis. Kicks to Powell from 11 feet away. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 17. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Giles. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Mavericks trail by 19. 30 seconds left in the third. Powell kicks to Brunson. Over McCollum. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Up again. And the second chance effort by McCollum. 14 points for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Powell. He can't get it to go. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. His production. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Powell is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Richardson in at the 1 spot.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Richardson outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Outside, Redick. From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Little. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on J.J. Redick.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The free throw drops for Little. And so he makes both from the line. Mavericks shooting 43% from the field. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Powell. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now, here's Lillard. The feed to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Oh, I like the playmaking ability of Lillard. I mean, unpredictable in these pick-and-roll sets. And excellent at slicing the ball through the defense.
Richardson the pass to Redick. Now Marjanovic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Here's Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Trailblazers leading by 23. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Kleba finds Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Lillard. From deep three-point range. Doncic with the steal. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by Nurkic.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Good on the shot.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Trailblazers leading by 17. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard with it. And he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Misses the wing J. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Portland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Now here's McCollum. There's the three. Porzingis with the rebound. Fast break, Dallas. Burke with the ball. Doncic kicks to Burke. Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis, and stolen by Lillard. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. From deep. Up top, Cantor, guarded by Porzingis. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. 4 on the clock. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis, that's a 2. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tip. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Little. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Lillard in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at center. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Outside Covington. Here's Lillard. Rebound by Murray. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Now Murray. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Murray dishes to Barton. Outside Porter. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gordon. Hits the front of the rim and out. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the dunk by Covington.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
Now here's Murray. And the basket is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. Boy, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Murray, no good.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Here's Jokic, following the score by Damian Lillard. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Passes it to Lillard. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running. Here's Barton. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Lillard way outside. Nurkic can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Gordon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
5 on the clock. Campazzo. No good that time. Excellent D from Cancer. Anthony kicks to Powell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse. and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
The dish now to Murray. Shoots over Powell. And another miss by Denver. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And they take the lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Denver, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Powell's got 6.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Murray left side. Down low. And Millsap snaps it in.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
The 3 from McCollum. Cantor. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Campazzo laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Stolen by Gordon. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Portland out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to each game.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Paul Millsap. He's out there with JaVale McGee. Murray out there with JaMychal Green. It's stolen by Anthony. And again, Portland running the court in transition. Kicks it out to McCollum. Powell trying to free himself up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Back to Murray. With the floater. Millsap dishes to Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Murray's got 7 points.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
And there's the pass to Powell. Lock at 6. Anthony, the pass to Giles. That's a 2 from Powell. Millsap grabs the miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Campazzo, guarded by Powell. Campazzo, count it, good. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Changes up. Out to Anthony. Pass to McCollum. Puts it up from 15. Off the left rim and out.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Will Barton in for Murray. And stolen by Barton. It's stolen by Jones. Can they get it? Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just one on the basket from Damian Lillard.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Barton passes to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. Jokic, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's McGee, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Jokic passes to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Lillard again missing, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Jokic. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Lillard missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Barton with it, working on Jones. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for Denver. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Little can't hit. Gordon inside. Defended by Covington. To the wing on the left. Jokic inside.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie, well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? Jamal Murray said there's really nothing he can't do. And that does it for our...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Little. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gordon's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Nuggets.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanic, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion. Boy, I love to see Covington blast off the floor. He's so good at reading angles and making himself a target in transition.
Outside Gordon. Outside Porter. Back to Gordon. Porter with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Here's Jokic. He's off on that one. And it's Portland the other way. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with no one around. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition.
Lillard surveying the D. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Gordon dishes to Porter. And it's denied. Lillard way outside. Portland no good that time either.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Barton against Jones. Oh, what a play! Woo!
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Green finds Gordon. Murray left side. Lets it go with a 3. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Trailblazers trail by 13. Back to McCollum. In the corner, Powell with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Powell's got 9.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Passes it to Murray. Millsap in the corner. Outside Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Aaron Gordon has a special combination of athleticism and size, and I think his skill set is perfectly tailored for how the game is played today.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Campazzo, he is guarded by McCollum. Offensive rebound. Tries again. No good off the back of the rim. Trailblazers trail by 8. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Giles kicks to McCollum. And the pass to Powell. From the corner. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And we've reached the end of the third. Nuggets lead by 6. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Nuggets leading by 6. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Campazzo covered by Lillard. Millsap passes to Dozier. Back to Millsap. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Four on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Campazzo covered by Lillard and stolen by Lillard. And even 3-on-3 break. And Lillard throws it down. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so they foul intentionally. Both teams will make substitutions. Now Lillard. In the corner, it's Little. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Jokic with the steal. Here's Dozier. He's guarded by McCollum. And here's Jokic. It's stolen by Little. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Good.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Murray dishes to Gordon. Outside for Murray. And he banks in the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He hits both from the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Porter passes to Gordon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 4. And the foul on Jamal Murray. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Lillard way outside. The long distance three is buried.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Jokic. No good on that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. McCollum passes to Lillard. Porter with the steal. Here's Gordon. Outside Porter. Ball's not loose. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Murray. To take the lead. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Murray the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Here's Lillard. That shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Murray the pass to Jokic. Feeds to Gordon.
Good! Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Kanter kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Outside Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Murray outside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Gordon finds Murray. One-on-one here. Here's Jones. And stolen by Barton. Pass to Jokic. And that's an intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
It counts.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. DA, it's all...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Little. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Lillard in at the point. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the power forward. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to us to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Outside for Jackson.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Lillard from deep. Outside, Jones. Passes it to Covington. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Lillard. Nurkic. It's hauled in by George. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Had the space there, but it's offline.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass. Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Again, the miss by Lillard. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Jackson. George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Lillard. It's deflected. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. It's tipped. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Three-pointer, Lillard. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Little, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on Los Angeles. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. McCollum's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles comes in for Little. And it's Powell in for Anthony Simons.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Trailblazers trail by 4. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Poked away. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You see, you can't be too physical with Marcus Morris. This guy is so strong, and he's so good at drawing the foul.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've
I love that Kanter will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Rondo dishes to Patterson. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And a wide open look for McCollum, and the 3 ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morris right side. He feeds it to Patterson. To the middle. Kennard's shot is off.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Patterson with it. Cantor covered. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Well, a convincing finish by Patrick Patterson, giving us a demonstration of the kind of power he has at his disposal.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's McCollum. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And it's blocked.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, we've got Robert Covington, also Enes Kanter out there, Anthony out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Morris, and it's Leonard in for Kennard. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. The pass to Anthony. Pass to Giles. Powell with it. Shot clock at 3. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop. Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously, last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
George, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And here's McCollum for 3. Here's Cantor. Passes it to Powell. A second chance effort. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Stolen by Cantor. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum with the ball. It's good on the putback. Giles has got his second basket of the game. The Clippers trail. Zubac the pass to Batum. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Powell against George. Zubac with it. The feed to Batum. Outside for George. 5 to shoot. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 5 points so far.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Rondo dishes to Patterson. Outside for Rondo. Back to Patterson. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. Misses from close range. For Portland, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Little's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Rondo drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, how about the speed of Rondo there? Just terrific at getting in the lane and finishing at the rim.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Lillard outside. It's stolen by Rondo. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity, and finished off by Leonard.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Now here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 4 seconds left. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. Thanks for joining us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Nasir Little. He's been playing really well.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson. And it's George in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Ball's knocked loose. And Leonard has it in the corner. Tries again. And another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Yes, that goes in. Lillard's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
And Covington sends it back. Here's Batum. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard left side, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. McCollum's checked in for Little. And it's Simons in for Derek Jones. Kennard makes it off the glass. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Harry Giles comes in for Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in for Anthony Simons.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
It's McCollum with the drive. Misses from short range.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And the wide open shot from Morris. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Portland leading by 3. Powell for 3. Can't hit that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Lays it up off the glass. Patterson's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
59 seconds left to play here in the third. Giles tips it back in. 6 points for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Morris. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And now we've got the intentional foul. Cantor, he's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Norman Powell. Anthony dishes to Cantor. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Cantor's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot by George, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Powell, and the rejection by Zubats. And a deep 3 from George. That one's not going to go. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll get right back to the action when we... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Portland, we've got Little. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard. And here is Los Angeles now. 7-point differential. And an intentional foul right there. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Leonard inside, and the shot goes in.
Kawhi Leonard's length lets him play bigger than his size.
Lillard against Jackson. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's George. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Covington. He dishes it to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. Jones the pass to Little. 6 to shoot. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Cantor, the pass to Lillard. Back to Cantor. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. And it's good for 2.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
From deep, George. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
Lillard way outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Clippers trail by 7. Jackson finds Batum. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And they will get the basket here, folks. And the coach's challenge being used up here. Not a lot of time left. You've got 1 to use. Might as well do it.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
From deep three-point range, the offensive rebound.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 11. It's stolen by Jones. To the inside, Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of it.
And the Clippers miss again.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
This is to Cantor. Back to Lillard for 3. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. From deep. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Clippers trail by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Portland.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. .51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nobody near Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 30 points.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Lillard misses. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. And so it's Portland winning this one. A solid win on the... David, thank you as always. And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. A lot of thought put into those outfits.
Well, guys, I'm very...
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington, Damian Lillard out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Little in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Kleber finds Porzingis. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Nurkic. Pass to Little. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And the basket by Lillard.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
Richardson against Lillard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Porzingis comes with the double team. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Lillard, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Nurkic with the steal. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Nurkic using those active hands and just kick-starting the offense in the fast break.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Doncic against Jones.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And it's Whittle finishing it off.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
To the wing right side. Here's Richardson. Nurkic with the block. Little kicks to Lillard. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 9.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Covington with the steal. Goes up. And Lillard throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
1:15 left in the first quarter of the game. Lillard, there he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Out to the wing. Porzingis passes to Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway up top. Got a hand on it. Here's Powell. Hardaway controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 11. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, Powell with the steal. And they're moving it up. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavs. Now here's McCollum. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on the layup.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 8. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
J.J. Redick is out there with Powell. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And the basket by McCollum.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
McCollum against Brunson. Foul. That's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
McCollum up top. Hit by Hardaway. Foul. Dishes to McCollum. Takes it off the glass. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team. And that's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. McCollum kicks to Powell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Giles checked in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard.
Cauley-Stein aggressive inside, putting the defense on their heels and in a tough spot, staying engaged.
McCollum against Richardson. Mavericks trail by 7. Redick for 3. That shot no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo getting up there at 6'8", rising up and getting to the rim for the throwdown.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Cauley-Stein finds Hardaway. Here's Cauley-Stein. Shot clock at 6. Redick passes to Pop. The layup missed.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Redick. Little passes to Lillard. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
1:49 left in the first half. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Got that one up quick. Doncic has got 9 points.
At 7'3", Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Doncic. Here we go. Porzingis passes to Doncic. High arcing shot. Porzingis can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Little. Count that one. He has 6.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Richardson attacking. Porzingis, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, easy call.
The Mavericks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the Mavericks making a change here. Redick is checked in.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Nurkic trying to get open. That one misses. Nice D from Doncic. And Redick kicks to Finney-Smith. And stolen by Lillard. 3-on-3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Doncic passes to Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time, no doubt about that one.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lillard outside. No good with the elbow jumper.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And so it's... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie leading the way at the start. It was Damian Lillard. He had 13 points, 3 assists. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Little in at the 3 slot. And the dunk by Covington.
Showing off the agility and quickness. Covington knows where to get when the break is on.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Cauley Stein. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Nurkic against Cauley Stein. He kicks it to Burke. Just 4 to shoot. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter comes in for Jusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard, the pass to Kanter. Nice D from Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Fouls checked in. Anthony on the wing. Leba defending. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard, the pass to Kanter. Out to Anthony. 3-pointer, Lillard. Portland, no good that time either. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 7-point differential. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Mavericks making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Portland also making some changes. Jusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Jones subbed in for Powell.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. It's stolen by Jones. It's Gives it out to Covington. To the left wing. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Well, that's an exclamation point right there. Lillard is a natural-born finisher.
And Nasir Little, a player who fell on draft day, ended up with Portland. You know, he didn't do much as a rookie, but the potential is there.
For Nasir Little, it's going to come down to the defensive end of the floor. If he can get minutes out there and show that he's willing to get down in the stance, become a stopper, some of that offense is going to come along as a byproduct of playing with better offensive players.
Mavericks trail by 8, and so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So both teams making some changes here. Back to Hardaway. Clock at 6. And he gets it to go.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. And here's McCollum. He's got 8 from the strike. And it's Melly with the rebound. Here's Hardaway. And it's in there. And now it's just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
A 3 from McCollum. The shot comes out, and it's Dallas the other way. Brunson finds Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. And the 3 off target. Portland leading by 4. Here's Giles. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Giles has got his first 2 points.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Powell with it. 6 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Good on both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now Brunson, and Redick kicks to Brunson. He dishes it to Cauley-Stein, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Powell, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Jones against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. No good on the triple. Covington with it. Kleba on him. Here's Lillard. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
The pass to Richardson. Dallas moving it around. And that one is good.
How about the touch from Porzingis, demonstrating just how comfortable he is operating in that area of the floor.
Lillard against Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Reddick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Cantor checked in for Robert Covington. And that one's good. Lillard.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Brunson finds Richardson. The three. And he's good on the three ball.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his third foul of the game. On the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Melly. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Doncic against Jones. Now, here's Kleber. Pass to Porzingis. Nurkic with the block. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard fires away from way outside. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Nurkic with the block. The shot by Lillard wide open. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Down low, Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Jones against Doncic. And they double up Doncic. The shot by Kleber, wide open. Dallas again missing. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard surveying the D. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Kleber finds Richardson. Back to Kleber. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to Lillard. Outside, Jones. Unloads. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Trailblazers.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lillard.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
Tries it from 19. Misses. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for